Good morning, this is our group presentation, but first we are going to introduce ourselves. I am Rita Damasino.
I am Lester Santiago.
I am Gian Jesus. I am Jessica Erasmus Lamar. Martinez Pilini. Vivian Santiago. So this is our laboratory activity 1, the word population and food supply. So we have here first introduction regarding sa topic. Makibasa na lang ang IRA.
Cases shows that yes, related to population growth, food security and sustainability as the global population continues to rise, ensuring adequate food supply and reducing hunger and poverty remain critical.
So meron tayong mga challenges na kinakaharap. Dahil sa population growth, yung pagtaas at pagdami ng tao dito sa mundo natin. Dahil food security and also the sustainability. Yung sa global population, yung pagtaas ng population or yung pagdami ng tao, ay rin pagtaas ng pangailangan natin sa food supply. Pakibasa na lang ang Baby Ann.
Explores three key questions. Number 1, do you support the idea that man is content on planet Earth? Number 2, what do you think must be done by the people of developed countries to help reduce starvation in underdeveloped areas of the world? Number 3, why is technology dissemination to underdeveloped areas of the world not enough to alleviate poverty?
So first, do you support the idea that man is content on planet Earth? So ito kasi is based lang naman sa mga philosophy. So ang sagot namin dyan, ang answer namin is, we don't agree with that idea, although we face a significant challenges like environmental destruction, yung pagkasira ng kapaligiran natin and inequality, hindi pagkapanlalakay. We believe that every man still has to open the ability to change and create a better future. So lahat naman tayo may mga challenge na magbago, and also yung mga ability tayo na mag-create or maggumawa ng bagay na para sa ituloy mo pa namin. Then other kind of capabilities to invent. Ito na nga yung capabilities, yung mga ability ng mga tao na mag-invent or create ng things, magbuko and also magbago. We have a knowledge that can help solve environmental and social problems. Through cooperation, being responsible and showing love for our planet and our fellow human beings, we can still achieve a better future. So through cooperation natin, sa magtutulungan natin, at being responsible and also yung pagpapakita natin ng pagmamahal sa ating planet and also sa ating kapwa, ay ma-achieve natin yung better future.
So this is the key question number 2 is, what do you think must be done by the people of developed countries to help reduce starvation in underdeveloped areas of the world? Developed countries can help reduce starvation in underdeveloped areas by providing humanitarian aid, supporting sustainable agriculture and education. So addressing root causes such as poverty and inequality by working together to support these initiatives, developed countries can help ensure food security and improve the lives of those in need. So, may mga countries na developed na ngayon. So, yung mga developed countries na yun is, pwede siya makatulong na mawasan yung mga kakulangan ng supply ng pagkain sa kanila, yung sa gutom nila, or makaprovide sila ng providing humanitarian aid. Ano ka ba yung humanitarian aid? Ayun yung ginagamit natin kapag tuwing may mga disaster, calamities. Pwede sila tumulong pa doon sa ibang lugar na nasa lantaan na pwede sila tumubay ng mga programs or special needs doon ng mga tao na
Na mahirap or nakakaranas ng mga disaster.
tapos sa supporting sustainable agriculture naman. So, nakakatulong din yung mga developing countries yung mga developing countries sa ibang bansa. So, may mga developing countries na katulad na America, Australia, Japan, China, other countries na yung agriculture nila is more high-tech na or advanced na pwede yung makasupport pa sa ibang ibang country para yung production ng agriculture nila is mas easy pa. Tapos in education naman is
Educated naman, pwede sila maggawa ng project, like for example sa mga IPs natin, pwede sila doon magpatayo ng school na para lang sa mga IPs natin.
okay, road ng poverty and hindi pagkakapatay-patay dito sa ating bansa. So it's number one is yung corruption. So talamak naman talaga yung corruption dito sa atin. So wala talaga tayo magagawa doon. Pero pero kung magtulungan tayo is pwede yun siya.
Then also iwasan din sana natin yung pag-access ng pagkain dahil doon magsisimula yung way ng iba na nahihirap na dahil nga sa pag-access ng pagkain, yun, wala nang mga then also sana hindi nila masyadong taasan yung presyo ng mga bilikid. Dahil yung mga nahihirap din na hindi kayang i-afford yung mga bilikid.
Bawat bulit ng gas ay mahal.
Question number 3. Why is technology dissemination to underdeveloped areas of the world not enough to alleviate poverty? In poor areas, infrastructure such as road, electricity, and internet, which are needed to support new technologies, are often lacked. There may also be a lack of knowledge and information to use these technologies properly. There are customs and beliefs that hinder the acceptance of technology. Inequality in living condition is also a problem because not everyone can afford to buy or use them. Sometimes the introduction of technology even causes people to become dependent and exploited. The introduction of technology should always be accompanied by improvements in other aspects of people's lives.
So bakit nga ba hindi sapat yung pagpapakalat ng technology dito sa mga underdeveloped areas?
Sa atin mismo dito, may mga poor areas, mga hirap talaga na katulad ng infrastructure ng such as road. So, may mga kasala talaga dito na hindi pa siya gamit ka-develop o mapapapapap pa siya, marami pa siya, butas-butas pa lang. Tapos, sa electricity naman, sa mga high na lugar, yung mga tataas, sa mga bundok. So, may mga parts doon na hindi natin na aabot ng mga cable ng kuryente. Kaya, mahirap siya abutin. Di ba? Sa internet din is ganon. May mga lugar na mga nakatira sa bundok, pero yung internet nila mismo doon ay hindi pa ganon ka